Hello, all. A very good evening and good morning to everyone who has joined from different corners of the globe. Warm welcome to IFSS, and it's an amazing day today. And we are excited to have Dr. P.V.Sharma garu here today with us. We all are really excited to listen to Dr. Sharma today. He was with us in one of the day on my time, just about a couple of months back. And it was amazing to hear him speak about some of these topics, which is so important to us. And today he has come up with yet another very beautiful topic. So let me first do the honors of introducing Dr. P.V. Sharma. So he is a distinguished figure in this field of agriculture and spirituality. Dr. Sharma holds a bachelor's and master's degree in agriculture from AP Agricultural University and a doctorate in agricultural entomology from the University of Agricultural Sciences in Bangalore. So with a wonderful career almost for about 25 years, Dr. Sharma has served as an agricultural scientist in various capacities, contributing significantly to coconut and tea research in India. He has worked as development officer, product manager for renowned agrochemical companies like CIBA, Union Carbide, Ron Pollen, Aventis, and Bayer. So in the year 2000, there was a calling, and Dr. Sharma embraced the voluntary retirement, making the beginning of his remarkable journey in the realm of spirituality and service. So for past almost 20 years, 19 to 20 years, he has dedicated himself to volunteer with PSSM, Pyramid Spiritual Societies movement. And he has taken a number of meditation sessions and spoke about spiritual science. So today we have him with us to talk about a very wonderful topic. I will now pass it on to Dr. Sharma sir to take this session forward. We all are looking forward to listen to an impactful session today. Welcome, sir. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Thank you. Very nice. Good. Very pleasant. And today's topic, as it was announced, body talks and mind distracts. So this is a very interesting but simple topic where we deal with both the components of body and mind. I'm very happy to be with you and make a small presentation of the interesting topic, which I feel that it will generate more interest in the spiritual science angle. So we'll have this session in two segments. First segment is about the body and what it is talking to us. And the second aspect is already the practical aspect we have already underwent today in the meditation session. Maybe the theory part will review from this item, the mind which distracts us often. So, coming to the first part of this particular presentation, may I request the first slide, please. My dear friends, we all know that body always talks to us. And body and mind, they are not two separate things. They are only two sides of the same coin. Body always trying to be very friendly, be in the present moment, and keeps on telling us, talking to us, and giving information to us how it is and what problems it is facing. So this is the very sincerity of our beautiful gift, what we got from our parents. We came through our parents, we all know that. So this is a gift what we got from our parents. And this is a wonderful gift for this lifetime, to be on this earth. And we have to manage both body and mind so that we can fulfill our life target or the purpose of life very usefully and productively, which is very essential. And we have to tune our body and mind right from our childhood. That is more important, very important. So, body talks to us as it is the whole person, because body represents both mind and as well as body and physical body as well as mind. It uses the entire context of life to improve the one health, that means holistic health. So this is where the body is interested. It is not just the physical aspect or the material aspect of the body, but it is also coordinating with its counterpart, that is the invisible or the energy part, that is the mind. So it has to always coordinate, coexist, and deal with both. And mind also should do the same thing. It has to, they are interlinked or integrated or intertwined, or you can say that they are entangled to work together efficiently. So we have the next slide, please. Yeah, body has a innate wisdom. That means right from our birth, it has its own creation and it is working on its own. Some part voluntarily, other part involuntarily. And body is self-supporting to correctly, and it is correctly designed so that with all its components like bones, joints, muscles, everything, nerves, tissues, etc. So it has the ability to adjust itself and then coordinate with the mind and also be always healing itself. This is the beauty of the body. Body can heal. We all know that all animals heal themselves very efficiently, very fast also. We'll go for the next slide, please. Body is a matter as well as energy. As a physical body, it is composed of many organs, cells, tissues, etc. We know that all the cells, when they are put together, it becomes tissue, and then tissues form organs. Organs, they are in a system, and the whole system and all systems they put together, it forms the body. And the beautiful aspect of this wonderful creation, body, is it multiplies, it generates, and also it sustains, and it regenerates its cells. As we know, every day, 300 billion new cells are being produced in our body. And then, at the rate of 200 millions per cell per minute. So, at this fast speed, body is regenerating itself, producing new cells, coordinating with each other. And then, all the systems are working very efficiently. The physical matter, what we feel, touch, and then we see with our eyes and then see in our mirror, it is the crystallized form of energy. So, this is the latest, and we know through quantum physics and all, and matter is nothing but a crystallized form of energy. So, energy and body, they are dealing with each other, they are coherent, and then they are working in synchronicity. They have to have this operation day and night in whatever state we are in the wakeful state or dream state or even meditative or any other state. So they have to be together and work efficiently. Can we have the next slide, please? Here is the new biology, the cell biologist, great scientist and a spiritual master, a great spiritual scientist too, Dr. Bruce Lipton, who wrote a book on biology of belief. You know, the beliefs makes our body and biology. So this is a wonderful revelations to the world, where it is not just the body, it is just working with that, but it is mind which is influencing, and mind comprises not only thoughts, not only our emotions, but even our beliefs. They take care of the biology of our physical body. So this is a wonderful discovery, and then he's a great scientist, and he deals with biology of cells. And energy in our body is reflecting energy around us. And because atoms in a body are not only giving energy, but they are absorbing energy. So there is a reciprocal thing going on, giving and taking. Energy is being given out and then being taken in through different media. And through media, that is the body only. And health, what we define, is the harmony of cells. When all the cells, what we have seen earlier, billions and trillions of cells, when they are working in harmony, then we'll have the proper holistic health. That means the health of the physical body as well as the mental body. And any disharmony, the disalignment, or any problem existing in the cell community or tissue or the organ level or the systems, it will lead to a disease condition. As we are seeing the 50 trillion cells, they are working, they are doing, they are living, and we are with the 50 trillion cells, and they are all made up of energy. So everything is energy, we all know that. And energy includes even the physical part of our body. It is a crystallized form or a condenser form or a dense form of the energy. So with that concept, we can understand this working together, how our body is behaving or talking to us, and how mind is interacting with the body as well as with the outside environment, the world in which we are living. So we'll go for the next slide, please. Yeah. This is another revealing, which is most recent, and then of late is coming to limelight, and many people, they are understanding this, even the scientists. Body is a hologram, means every body part contains the information about the whole, the entire body. That means all the cells or systems or tissues, organs, they put together, they have full information among themselves, and then they interchange, they convey, they deal with, and then transform the information among themselves and also to the outside world. And both information and energy are being transmitted through fascia. Fascia is a tissue which is just below our skin, subcutaneous, in different layers. It is not only just a layer or a mesh or you can see in the pictures, it is just like a web. It is just like a silica or a glass wool, something like that. But it's a wonderful creation in our body, and it is the lengthiest part of our body. Almost by volume also, it is next to the water volume in our body. If water is around 70%, it is slightly less or even more in different contexts. It has got different forms in the subcutaneous, within the, as the upper layers, middle layer, and then deeper layers. It is available in as an NKC. Means it is just like a wrapper. What in colloquial language, it is just like a wrapper or a covering. But it is not just covering. A covering means it just covers the organ or a system. But it is not only covering, it is doing wonderful job of covering as well as separating at physical level. It is separating each and every organ, each and every tissue, and then very important functions are being carried on without any interaction, without any obstructions. And it is a crystalline matrix. It's very important to know this because we know the value of crystalline material, whether it is in a liquid form or solid form. All the crystals, they are energy transmitters and the energy conveyors or absorbers. And we know the importance of crystal. And this is the crystalline matrix which is existing in our body around each and every part of our body, whether it is a kidney or a heart or any muscle even each and every muscle is covered with this. And also, even nerves and the brain and even organs, arteries, everything is covered with this fascia. It's a fascination to know about this more and more. Earlier, even doctors were thinking it is just a material which is to be removed. Just like when they are doing the operations, they first remove that and then do the operation of particular organ and then leave it. And it regenerates itself and then reconnects, and it is a transmitter of energy and information through the body at a fantastic speed, and without which maybe we are unable to get the body talk or the mind activities. It is dealing with both physical aspects as well as non-physical aspects of us. That means very wonderful creation. This is the fascia. As you go through that, browse through internet, you will understand more and more. So I'm bringing only a glance of it. So this is a wonderful media through which body is talking to us and then replying also. And it is conveying messages to each and every nervous system, all systems. It's coordinating everything together. And the lengthiest part of our body. Whether earlier they were thinking it is just a material, just a waste material. Like no, it is the most vital material. As more and more research is going on, and research findings are surfacing up, and many researchers are doing wonderful. And now it's not only doing research and finding new things, and even people coming from the field of sports, athletes, they understand the importance of this because they have to deal with the muscles and then strain the muscles, and then muscle pain is conveyed through this fascia. And then it is recovering very fast. Whatever strain we undergo, the stress we undertake, the fascia is helping us to come back, bounce back immediately within fractions of minutes or seconds. So this is the beauty, and also it is playing a wonderful interface like between the visible and invisible, physical and the non-physical, materialistic and the energy aspects of our creation, of body and mind. So this is in short about the fascia. You can read more about this in future. Yes, next slide please. With this background, with this connectivity, and with this efficiency of our body system, cells, tissues, organs, systems, body is talking to us continuously. And body talks mainly about the imbalance of our system or organs or system. We are not talking about the body language. What it is different, entirely different. What our postures or positions speak to the outside world. That is not the topic. No, but it is our body. What is talking to us within us? It is a internal messages what body is giving us, and body mind is one unit as we have already dealt with. It operates in synchronicity. It's very important, and ill health is the outcome of the imbalance of the harmony. So when our system is not synchronized properly, when there is no harmony in the visible and invisible parts, means body parts and energy parts, the systems, and then fascia, all this, the fascia which is containing each and every organs, all these things, again, it is a perfect balance of the entire physical and non-physical aspects. And body-mind is a perfect mechanism where millions of things happening very simultaneous. So many things happening in coherence. And all the systems are being managed very efficiently, day and night, whether we are awake or sleep, or we are dreaming, or any state we are. So both things are happening, and then it is our duty to take care of both body as well as mind. So that's what we are now going ahead with that. Next slide, please. And Now coming to the main body talk. And body has got so many drives. I mean, basic needs, the primary drives what body has got to talk to us. That means the basic things like hunger. When person works, there is a loss of energy. And the signal what we get is hunger or appetite. And we have to attend to that. We have to feed the body with right food, not with definitely any junk food. When it needs the right food, we have to feed with the right food. Similarly, the thirst, the need for water generates the thirst, and the signal what we get is a dry throat, a dry mouth, dry tongue, like that. So when we feel thirst, usually what we do, we don't get water when have the options of taking tea, coffee, or cold drink or something. We try to subside the thirst just like we subside our hunger with junk food. So these are the things what we are nowadays, because of our lifestyle, we are dealing with our body systems, and then how we are dealing with our body when it is talking to us. So even coming to the sleep, when we are strained, we get fatigued, we get tired, and then body tries to sleep by giving signals like, you get yawning, and then eyes will close down, eyelids will close down, shut us down. So it gives several ways of communication that we are in need of sleep or rest. But then we often ignore that signs or symbols or signals, the body talk, and then we continue to live in our lifestyle, maybe because of compulsions. Similarly, is the case with the sex urge. It's a natural biological urge, and we have to deal with it properly. And not only these basic things, there is one more thing what we come across in our daily life, especially when we are in our daily busy life and then fast life. That is attending to the nature calls is also very important. And we try to subside the urge or the call. And then nowadays, especially the fast life, the city life, and when we are in travel or in some other mode, and then we can't attend to that nature call. And as a result of what we try to suppress the urge. So initially, body will listen to us as it is talking. It has somewhat, it will cooperate with us. Many of the time we experience this, though it is nowadays, especially for women folk, it's a major problem because of our civilization and also the resources available nearby to answer those calls. So these are the primary drives or urges to which the body is talking to us. Okay. Shall we go to the next slide, please? Yeah. And body is asking for help in several ways for its needs, to fulfill its needs. The signs, body, signals of body. So we take some of them. The body signals what we get, suppose the poor sleep or inability to sleep, have a nice sleep or sound sleep, or irritability, the leg cramps, it is a sign or a need or a body talk about the need for magnesium and potassium. That means the deficiency is there. So we have to attend to that. So these are the body talk. So, and then craving for salty food, that means the sign of infection or inflammation. And we often see sometimes a dry skin, mostly when we are living in the air conditioned, that sort of environments. And then dry, air is on dry areas. The sign for that is the body lacking the vitamin E. It is almost, we can say it's a symptom. Then if we feed with more vitamin E, then we can attend to that, subsiding. And bleeding of gums, it indicates the need for vitamin C. And then breaking hair or nails or cracking of nails and all, it is lack of vitamin B and then calcium. And urge or craving for sweets, that means indicates the exhaustion of the nervous system. It's getting, so these are all things what we can observe and we can know, or even when we go to a doctor, they will find out through by asking or going through different diagnostic testings or diagnostic symptoms. We go to a doctor first. Instead of observing us and talking to us, they will send us to the diagnostic laboratories, where they take our bloods, urine samples and all. They find out what our body is talking. Then accordingly, they find out what is the problem, with which organ there is complaint, and how to attend to that. So we are now totally dependent on the doctor. Instead of try to understand the body signals and body talk, we are leaving our system, body and mind to outside agencies. So where we can initially talk to us, because the principle in the allopathy is also prevention is better than cure. So we have to prevent the things when they are in the early stage, primitive, very budding stage. If we can do that, then we can overcome many problems before they become very major ones. Next slide, please. Similarly, the body is also talking through our tongue. The tongue also speaks its needs. So there is a language what it speaks. Suppose there are fissures on the tongue, the cracks. That means there is a symptom, or there is a need for, there is some symptoms of psoriasis, skin disorder. When the tongue is a bit creamy, and then it is buttery coating the tongue, and also has some bad breath, it indicates the gastric problems, and then indigestion problem. When the tongue is bright in color, red bright, and then that is the need for vitamin B12. There is a deficiency. If we fulfill that deficiency, tongue restores back within maybe a matter of a few days. So like that, there are several symptoms. The sore tongue, it is also an indication of the hormonal imbalance, and then a deficiency of vitamin B complex. If we take, then we can attend to that within minutes. At times, of course, it happens. Small bursts, which because maybe physical injuries, what happens when we are chewing or biting. So these are all the language what we get. And if you go to a doctor, especially nowadays, you go to a homeopathy or allopathy or even Ayurvedic doctors, they will ask us to show our tongue. And at times they will ask us to show the eyes. So like that, they understand the language what our body is trying to speak. So even here, if we attend to that body and then understand and listen to the body very carefully, mindfully, and then we can take the problem at the birth stage rightfully, without going to big complications. So in say the next slide, please. These are all basic things, but very important things. We also know about the body communicates how, because of lack of immunity. In the recent, we had the corona problem. The immunity was very vital, and the immunity now it is a defense mechanism of the body. What it needs is protection from the outside agencies, so be it a virus or a bacteria or a fungus, whether it is from inside or outside systems. The entire body works together efficiently, and then it wages a war on the germs from outside as well as from within. And we see here number of vital organs like thymus, liver, bone marrow, lymph nodes, spleen, tonsils, blood, and several other components of blood, WBs and all, not only RBs. They all work together in coherence. So, for example, the thymus is an important organ where the immature cells, the lymphocytes, they reach this site, that means the thymus area, where they get educated, they get training to become the mature T cells. And liver is a very important component of our system, body, where it ingests in the harmful bacteria. The phagocytes means it's just like amoeba. They keep on consuming. And then you know that liver is also a very important component to absorb the toxins in our body generated time and again because of our good habits or any toxin entering into that body. And the liver will take over that responsibility of taking the toxins. And then coming to the bone marrow, it is a place where the stem cells exist and then they create the required cells, whether it is a bone marrow, bone cells or a muscle cell or a nerve cell or whatever it is. The stem cell, that is a place where the bone marrow, it comes to our rescue to increase our immunity, to fight the germs, and then the lymph nodes, what usually they have as bombs, the cells congregate and then communicate with each other in this area in all the lymph nodes. You have a number of lymph nodes on our body which are visible to the naked eye. You can feel them. We should see that they remain healthy and they may not be operated. They are not. They are very friendly. They are places where the cells congregate. They communicate with each other. When coming to the wonderful organ that the spleen, the germs, the cells of the immune system, they interact in the spleen. And then the tonsils, what we have in our throat, and then they are the collections of lymphocytes in the throat region. So coming to the blood, we have red blood corpuscles, which have got a different function to carry the oxygen throughout the body. And then the white blood corpuscle, WBs, which are the actual warriors. You can say that they are the warriors, the WBs. They come, they fight with the germs, so they come to a rescue. It's a complex system of all these activities, what is happening in our entire organ systems and systems. They are working in coherence along with the protection or whatever we have. Fascia is helping to all the organs to remain in their position. We have seen it earlier. So it is a wonderful creation what we have within our body, and then we should listen to the body when we have slight symptoms of lack of immunity, because if we get just one or two sneezes, or immediately we go to the hospital, the doctor, and then take some pills to subside the sneeze or cold immediately. So we don't have tolerance to bear with the system. We should give time for the body to recoup, and then we should listen to the body quite often, mindfully, so that they work efficiently without getting into major complications. Okay. So we go for the next slide, please. So far we dealt with the organs dealing with our system, and then now the energy system, that means our thoughts and emotions, they also have a role to play in our body system, because too much of everything is very dangerous and unwanted. Because if we get into the emotions, that means emotion is nothing but energy in motion. Energy is motion is emotion. So if the energies are more forward, that means from the negative aspect, negative energies, as we see in that picture, more anger that will damage or weaken the liver, and more of grief that weakens our lungs, and too much of worry that weakens our stomach. It creates problems of acidity, ulcers, and so many things. And then the stress conditions. Nowadays, we are living with stress right from our childhood, from the age, and then office. Even just to cross the road, we undergo stress, and it creates the problem for heart as well as brain. So stress coming all the way, it's okay, but it is a repeated and constant stress where the system has to undergo. So when we have the fear is necessary because it is a component to fight and fight that activity. But then unnecessary, unknown, and incessant, continuous fear for nothing, for no reason, it weakens the kidney. There are maybe several reasons to weaken or harm or damage kidney, from what we see, that if we take too much of animal proteins, it may also affect the kidney. That is a different aspect. But here, our energies as emotions, they affect our vital organs. So, if we deal with positive hormones, that means if you remain happy, keep a smile on our lips all the time, and participate in spiritual aspects in life, and then remain more positive in our attitudes, and then speak positive, listen positive, and then the negative hormones get subsided, and positive hormones like dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, they help us, they boost our health. So we'll live with the positive hormones. So they will improve our immunity system. But if you constantly undergo the negative hormonal activity, that means the negative emotions, if we keep on dealing with the negatives, means remain in the negative environment, dealing with more professions which are dealing with the negative aspects of our life, and attending to more often the negative dealings or negative life most of the time, that creates more of adrenaline and cortisol sort of things that will drain our energy system and then weaken our body and mind. As we know now, both are two sides of the same coin. So from the angle of the physical body as well as from the angle of our energy aspects of thoughts and emotions. So we have to listen to the body and mind, how the body is getting affected, and it is trying to complain or bring it to our notice right time, immediately. So we'll have some example. Next slide, please. So, for example, we have to listen to the body. We have to accept whatever body is telling. So if we are dealing with the body and how to deal with how we are listening to the body always sends crucial signals and messages, as we have so far seen, directly and indirectly for immediate and then the necessities as well as for other reasons, which are often overlooked by us. And we keep on ignoring them for a longer period, then the minor issues will become major health problem. We'll take here a small single one example, which that is acidity. Acidity is a common phenomenon, and then daily if you have acidity problem and you keep on ignoring it or subside it with some antacid immediately for immediate relief, body tries to communicate and then complain and talk to us quite often through this language of giving heartburn or esophagus burning or nausea or constipation, indigestion, bad breath, restlessness, and several other symptoms, the burning sensation, pain in the stomach, etc., etc. So when we keep on ignoring for months and years, then stomach will develop ulcers, and gradually it will lead to serious problems like osteoporosis. As we have seen here in the slide, osteoporosis. The bones become weak, fragile, porous, because body has complained several times about the deficiency. That means the food what we have to give is alkaline food, and then what we have been giving food in the form of solids or liquids, soft drinks or coffee, tea or whatever was the animal-based foods or junk foods. If we keep on feeding our body with acid, then the body stops complaining, and then it is searching for the alkaline minerals like calcium, magnesium, and potassium. Like they drain out all the calcium from the bones in course of years, if not decades. It will remove all the calcium from the bones, so bone becomes porous. A person who normally gets hunch maybe after 70, 80 years, he gets because of the osteoporosis problem. Within 30, 40 years, the tooth get weak, and then they lose their teeth. all the bones become porous, and people who just fall in the bathroom and then they go to a doctor with fractures, and that late stage, no doctor can help us because the bone became porous, whether it is a tibia or whatever, thigh bone or joints. So they can't put rods or even the clamps and all because there's no space there. No, it can't hold nothing. So if you have patience to listen to the body, this should not have happened. It would have not happened at all. So that is a single example what I have taken just for, but there are n number of examples in our daily life where we should listen to the body in the early stage so that we can give rest to the body at the right time because the lifestyle is changing day by day, not only for elders, not only for people who are working all day in the hot sun or even in the offices, even the children, students, they are undergoing stress and then the life stages are changing, the lifestyle is changing, education systems, they don't have sports, they have no exposure to the sun, they have no exposure to the playgrounds. So as a result, the physical activity is very lessened. Body is we have no time to listen to the body. That's a very unfortunate thing. So we have to tell these particular aspects, how to listen to the body, and into our student community, we should make all the children to understand these basic needs so that we can say that we need no doctor, no medicine, unless it is warranted, unless it is very serious. So for us, small, minor things, day-to-day life, day-to-day activities, we can deal with the issues, in the early stage when we are friendly with our body and also friendly with our mind. Okay. Shall we go for the next slide, please? And there are different methods to heal the body. Here, we have to be very careful in seeing the words, the healing. We are not talking about curing. Curing is depending on the outside agencies, the chemistry, the chemicals, and doctor cures. Medicine doesn't heal. A doctor cannot heal. Only we can heal ourselves. All the traditional ancient systems, what we have, like yoga, meditation, the Chinese traditional medicine like acupuncture, acupressure, etc. So many things. And then modern medicines, modern technology methods for healing, neuroscience, and epigenetics, and psychoneuroimmunology. And then nowadays, the government of India and also the government, state governments, they are taking interest. They are jointly handling this different alternative methods of healing. That is under the name Ayush, which comprises the Ayurveda, Yoga, Naturotherapy, Unani, Siddha, and Homeopathy. So, government of India is encouraging Ayush. So, we should take advantage of this changing situation, and then we should listen to the body, and then we should deal with the body so that it can heal itself in the nature. So we have to be following the basic rules of doing, remaining in the nature, more close to the nature, and remain outside in the sun to expose ourselves for vitamin D, and then walk on lawn or ground to get contact with the earth, and then earth energy, gravity, and all this exposure to the nature is very important through our physical activity, yoga, whatever, meditation, and all these techniques. So we have to ultimately heal our body. Healing is a permanent solution. It deals with not only body component but also with mind, calming the mind, and also it deals with the spirit. So very important that we have to heal together. All these things are involved in healing. And curing is only a temporary, maybe time being, you can cure and then you can get it out, but we should aim for healing purpose. Next slide, please. Yeah, we come to the second aspect of our presentation, that means their mind. when the body is speaking to us constantly and trying to communicate to us, and mind, our own mind, it distracts us. As you see here, the picture, now the children are online courses they are reading, and then people are working from home. All these things, when we are not with sound mind, calm mind, when we are disturbed mind, that means the mind is getting distracted from the outside agencies, outside disturbances, like factors like sounds, and then different colors, and maybe the weather conditions, etc., and which we can deal with them at physical level. What about the inner aspects? What they are constantly distracting us, like thoughts about the past, thoughts about the future, and then they are constant reminders. Means mind is always chatting to us, and our mind is a wonderful thing, and then it keeps on wandering incessantly, whether we are awake or even when we are asleep. We get sleeps, we dreams. That means dream means again mind is active, and it is talking to us, showing the visuals, and constantly communicating to us about the internal thing, what is going on, as well as its own fancies. Maybe it is communicating to us about the body condition through our dreams. And maybe it is giving us some foresight, insight about us, and then give some future intuitions also we get through our dreams. So like that, mind is always trying to distract us from outside as well as from inside. And the mind at times, we know that it goes to blank, empty. We don't know where we are. So suddenly it becomes blank, dark, pitch dark. We don't know where we are. Right? So coherence or the synchronization of both the mind activity as well as body activity is very important to deal with both this mind and body together efficiently to remain holistically healthy. Next slide, please. Yeah. Well, coming to the mind, we have conscious as well as subconscious mind, and we use both conscious and mind, but the usage is very less. Our subconscious mind occupies 90% of our activity, which is a storehouse of all our emotions, beliefs, our habits, values. It's and it's a long time memory and imaginations, intuitions, everything. So this 90% keeps on guiding us and directing us, whereas conscious mind, which is the left part of the brain, left half of the brain, that is the logical brain. It keeps on thinking logically, and it is a calculated mind, it is a mathematical mind. It's a memory also. And we have to deal with both types of mind. And in meditation, what happens? Throughout, we get communication from our, though we remain in the conscious state, we are targeting and focusing on something, we are attending. It keeps on disturbing by distractions. It is giving us, subconscious mind is distracting, in fact, through our emotions, as well as thoughts about the past or the future fears, whatever it is. We have to deal with this mind in our through our meditation act. It is very important, and we have been doing this wonderful activity of dealing with the mind, dealing with the chatting mind, the incessant mind, the mind which is always distracting us. Next slide, please. We know that mind is the software, like, and the brain is the hardware, and brain is just having the frequencies, waves, brain waves, and in our daily life, our brain behaves differently. When we are excited, the state of brain is the gamma state, gamma frequency. That means the frequency is 30 to 40 cycles per second, 130 to 100 cycles per second. And when we are wakeful in our day-to-day active life, we are in beta state. So the frequency is 14 to 28. And then we try to take rest, sleep for a few minutes, or a few hours. Then it goes to the alpha state. That means the frequency is 7 to 14, alpha state. And only when we try to enter and do meditation, then the brain frequency comes down to 4 to 7. That is the theta state. So our goal is to remain in theta state. Not only that, ultimately we should reach further down. That is going to delta state. That means 1.5 to 4 cycles per second. That is also known as samadhi sthiti, stillness total. So where if we remain for longer period in that position, we can transcend. That's why the transcendental meditation. So we transcend both body and mind based on our meditation, the length of meditation, the technique of meditation, and then our willing to do meditation, and then our effort, what we put in our life, nourishing the purpose to fulfill the life purpose. Meditation ultimately it quiets the mind, it calms the mind, which enables the brain to release the positive hormones, the wonderful, helping, healthy, and then smooth hormones. They help us to recover, bounce back with immunity. That is the dopamine, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins. So meditation is a wonderful gift to us given by our own systems and given by our own self, in fact. So we go to the next slide, please. Yeah. Meditation is the purpose is to calm the mind, and the techniques what we use, we know that anapanasati, which we practiced just before the session, wonderful. And then the meditation means paying attention, focusing on the objects. That means we chose the object with the breath, in breath and out breath. When we are focusing, paying attention to the breath, the life force, we should have the awareness also, based what is happening within and without, what is happening in our system, body. That means what thoughts are coming, what emotions are arising from our subconscious mind, subconscious level, and then without having a break about the focus, what we are giving, means attention we are paying to the object, that is breath. So the awareness aspect is very important, gets widened. So ultimately, as we focus more and then have more and more awareness about the outside and inside, outer and inner, then the breath also becomes smaller and smaller, and then heart rate becomes smaller and smaller, lesser and lesser, and then brain waves going from beta to alpha, alpha to theta, and then finally to samadhi sthiti and all. And then they have to work simultaneously. We should have both. That's why it's a beauty dealing with the mind. It's a wonderful technique. What our great masters, ancestors, and then Patanjali, great yogi, he gave us the technique, the yoga, chitta, vritti, nirodha. So the chitta vritti, that means that's what the distractions of the mind. We have to deal with the distracting mind using the technique, the simplest technique, the anapanasati, what has been taught by Buddha and then given to us by our great master, Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. We are very grateful to him. We are blessed with this technique, and then we are taking full advantage of this, and we are sharing this technique and then sharing our experiences to the world through our wonderful media, IFSS. And we go to the next slide. We'll see how the great masters gave us some simple, the same technique, the Buddhist technique of meditation. Great master Kuladasa, his name is John Hales, in collaboration with Dr. Matthews and other masters. He wrote a book on mind illuminated. So mind illumination, that means the chitta vritti, that means nirodha. So how to deal with the mind, how to calm the mind, how to quieten the mind, how to empty the mind, how to make the mind more friendly. So this is a wonderful depiction. So you can see the metaphor. You can see some of these things when you just see glass through. The walk, as you see in the picture, is the meditator, and the elephant and the monkey, which are following, going ahead of the monk, and the monk is chasing the monkey. Black, both are black or dark. Which blackness indicates the hindrances or the distractions, and monkey, that is the nature of the mind, distracting mind. And then the rabbit, as you see the middle, then is a small rabbit, black, which is sitting on the elephant. It indicates the dullness or the laziness. That means we go into the tamas guna. That means the laziness or sleepiness, drowsiness. So that is also, we have to deal with that. We have to deal with other extremes, so monkey aspect as well as the rabbit aspect. And then the powers, what we have is the rope, what the monk is, meditator is handling. That means rope indicates the symbolic for the mindfulness. And then the board or the stick with a small thread. So that is the strong intention of the meditator. And the challenges what are around, that means the resilience. You see the flames like things, and then bushes, which are huge in the beginning. As you see the path, that means the road, the duration of the journey of the meditation. You see, it's a very lengthy path, comprising about 10 steps. 1 to 10. We'll see the 10 steps in the next slide, please. So this is the journey, and all the 10 stages we undertake when we are in meditation, knowingly or unknowingly. It's a very beautiful metaphor, as you see here. The first and second numbers, what you see here, you can see even you can think they are percentages, 10 to 100%. 10% is the initiation starting. The number 1 is starting, and the number 10 is the peak where we attain the illumination, wide illumination. And as you see the path, the first 1 and 2, the meditator is chasing the elephant with a board and the rod, and the elephant and monkey are walking ahead of you. So they are dark. And then 3rd and 4th, they are. The meditator, he has caught the elephant. The rabbit is sitting on the elephant, but the rabbit is dark. And cat is also dark. The monkey is also dark. And elephant is also dark. That means slowly they are becoming slightly white on that. As the problems are getting solved, the distractions are reduced. So the meditator is going ahead of the mind, means elephant, and the steps. As you see, 5 and 6, meditator is leading the elephant. The monkey follows, and the rabbit is just watching. The 7 is the turning point where you see everything is under control. And the 8 means the meditator is learning at once. That means mind is listening, mind is obedient, the elephant is obedient. Means elephant has been tamed. That means mind is tamed. This is the exercise is taming the mind. This is like a monkey mind. We are taming it, just like we tame a violent horse to ride. Before riding, we have to tame the horse. So then we can ride the horse. Similarly, both monkey and rabbit, they slowly disappear because all the distractions are over. As you see, the vigilance and other bushes are also size-wise, they are reduced. And number 9 is the success state where the meditator is sitting quietly and meditating, and elephant is very obediently resting next to him. It means listening is very calm, mind is very calm. Then meditator rides the elephant. That means you see the flying colors, the rainbow colors, which indicates the energy levels. That means the meditator is having full energy. That means the cosmic energy he got through, and then the sword what he's showing That is the wisdom. That means the symbol of wisdom. Is the one, the mind. That means it is, he succeeded. That means it is the illumination. That means the darkness is over, dark period is over, all the distractions are over. That means the meditation is successful. So the meditator is able to reach the theta state, scientifically speaking. And this is the metaphor which indicates to us that what are the different stages, 1 to 10 stages, which we will overcome or they cover. It depends. A Buddhist monk who has 10,000 hours of experience, he can get to the stage 10 within a matter of 3 minutes. So it all depends on the practice and then the intentions, the strong intention, willpower, what we have, and the efforts what we put. That's why Patanjali, time and again, it says, sit, close your eyes, sit, no, first you know how to sit, how to close your eyes, and never open your eyes. So you continue for hours together, then we're able to reach the state of mind illumination. We'll pass all the 10 stages of the mind distractions. So this is, in short, the how to deal with the mind as well as listen to the body talk. Next slide. This is, in short, presentation to enhance our awareness and create more and more intuition. So both mindfulness and meditation, they help us a lot. And we are in the path of spiritual path. And on the great masters, they have direct experience, but this is a small presentation for the modern society or the people, especially for the youngsters and newcomers, how to deal with the body and then how to make the body very, very friendly, and also the mind, how to tame the mind to remain among have a holistic approach of both mind and body inside one unit, as you know. Mind and body are same one unit, two sides of the same coin. So this is, in short, my presentation. Thank you very much for your patient listening.
Thank you so much, sir. That was, I don't know how to put it across. It was so beautifully put across. And so we felt the importance of how important it is to listen to the body. Wow. And a loss of words. Thank you so very much. Well, friends, without much of talking, me putting more metaphors on it, sir has already presented in his slides very beautifully. We are now opening up the session for question and answers. Please feel free to raise your hand. We can unmute yourself, and then you can unmute yourself and ask the question directly, or you can choose to put the questions in the chat. We can read it out to sir.
We know that immediate riders and then necessities like first the hunger and then the nature calls. These are very vital things which influence our health at faster rate. So in the modern society, we lack facilities to attend the nature calls as when we need. So it's not possible. When we are in a conference, the senior discussion are going on, we have to hold on. So it is very dangerous for the system. Initially, it tolerates, it keeps accumulating more of acids, more of assets accumulating in the system. And you know that the immunity will start going down. So we have a negative aspect of the not only thought and emotion, even the negative aspect of physical maintenance, whether it is a physical or chemical or any aspect, including the fascia, what we have seen. So it gets diminished as we mishandle that body system, organs, or the needs of the body in the initial stage. And the system is going on prolonged for more time, for a prolonged time. Maybe it depends. In case of acidity, we have seen example we took, but that is one example. But in our day-to-day life, there are n number of examples what we have to take care and attempt. At the same time, manage them efficiently. And then for that, meditation is like a blessing in disguise, because when our system is perfect, when our body is in perfect balance and condition with no negative aspects, where our subconscious mind is almost getting slowly emptied out, then the body cooperates, they work in coherence, when synchronizing with each other, they tolerate to the maximum extent. There's no problem,
Right.
because we know that there are masters who have mastered their body without food. They manage, and without even first fulfilling the thirst of need, they can manage. It all depends on the software what we have, the mind,
Right.
and the aspect. If the software is efficient and very good, then hardware always is there to bear with us. So,
Correct.
the mind, so-called the monkey mind, is very, very important nowadays in the modern society than dealing with the body, which is always in the present moment. So it complains only about the present situation, but mind doesn't want to remain in the present situation. It always acts on the past or future threatenings or worries. So it is diverting us, distracting us towards incessant chatting. So that is where the basic problem we have. So meditation is the greatest tool on the earth to remain very efficient with our body system, which can sustain any temporary issues of problems, health problems, because it has to be healed in a permanent way. Healing is most important. All the ancient systems of yoga, or the Unani, or this Ayurveda, they help us to heal us permanently, including homeopathy. They don't deal with the outside symptomatic body talk. They deal with the source. They exterminate the problem in the root level, so that the body can live for, if not 100 years, maybe even 150 years, 200 years. And people are
Correct.
Recently, we met masters who are 108 years, 110 years efficiently fast. They're coming to the dais and giving speeches and then showing their ability to stand without a hunch or. Well, then why people are at 30, 40 age, they have good body build-up, even athletes, they are having heart attack. Suddenly, when it's happening, why? It's because they are not listening to the body, and then they are ignoring their mind. They are allowing the mind to keep on chatting, and then brain is, if mind is distracting, you're draining your energy. So that we should avoid. We should not
Correct.
have cosmic energy.
Correct.
Now we should build up more and more. That is what is rejuvenation, in fact. Rejuvenation is a beautiful word coined by our spiritual masters. That means we are cleaning our body physically and chemically. All the toxins we are removing, and then we are giving all powers to the mind to separate, to remain in the positive mode, not in the negative state. Then all issues are sorted out. So I should say, just like as you have quoted in the question, that health, that means food. So for taking food, 80% of alkaline food is very essential. We should keep on taking around 80% of our food should be alkaline, including the water, what we drink, alkaline water, whatever it is, or coconut water, or the cucumber alkalinity, and then restrict the acid part of our food to less than 20% or around 20%. If we can maintain this balance, so many of the issues are sorted out right in the bud. We can live at the bud stage. So the basic problems arise very subtle way. That's what the body is trying to communicate to us, talk to us. So if we are listening to it, because that listening is not through our ears, and a doctor cannot listen to them. So they only depend on the diagnostic symptoms, or the motor diagnostic symptoms. The fascia is also being considered as a diagnostic symptom. It's a method because the athletes are given this fascia treatment. That means they have a role to just rub on them and then soft. They roll their physical body on them. So they get smoothed. Then the superficial, this subcutaneous, the layers of fascia, they get healed fast. So then the communication goes down to middle stage and a deeper stage of fascia. So all the system, all the organs are separated in their right position. Earlier, not only me, even doctors and the networks, they think that the skeletal system is supporting the bones and then bones, organs and all. No, that is not it. Is now latest is the fascia is totally supporting all systems, all organs, nerves, everything. Even they are constantly disturbed through our activities of walking, jumping, doing gymnastics, and then whatever yoga postures. So it gets adjusted so fast. So if you can deal with the fascia, that's what now the organizations are coming forward with yoga combined with fascia. And all the athletes, and then their program, their coaches, they are giving treatment. They give magnesium spray to deal with the fascia superficially, and then they give water so that their body gets the required water. And then instead of giving cold drinks, they give water. So like that too, alkaline water. So there are so many ways that latest knowledge is being exploited. All this latest knowledge about fascia is possible because of the cell biology and then the development of electron microscopes. Because now we are going down to the level of the DNA and then telomeres. So they also tell us how healthy we are, that telomere growth. So they should not get stunted. So these are all techniques we are getting, and we are getting full support up to the science, because the scientists, they are doing a great job, not only going to the moon, but they are going the moon, what is inside our system, that is the brain. That, the mind is also compared with the moon, because one mind is bright, other side is dark. So the brighter side is already bright, but we have to illuminate the darker side also, darker side of the mind.
Absolutely, very much.
What causes allergies and the skin problems? Because here I am from US, Detroit. So here people are so much each and everything they're allergic. Whatever we say, and mostly people are, even though Indians, it is an Indian origin babies also, they are getting allergic to peanuts, most of the nuts. So what causes, if I can ask you that question, and also the skin irritation, because allergies means that's what the rashes, the skin, and also we have a lot of vitamin D deficiency. Is it the main problem? I just wanted to ask you if I can ask you.
Relevant question for the today's context. And that allergies are the symptoms only. That means the cause of that may be outside or inside. You can't just specifically tell it. So it may be our irritants. They are all irritants. So the lack of something, lack of magnesium or potassium or excess of anything, or the lack of immunity, because we have seen in our presentation, immunity is the main reason for lack of immunity is the main reason for the allergies. We don't have the ability to fight with the not only germs like virus and all, but even the so-called the chemicals, like somebody is allergic to proteins, somebody allergic to milk, somebody is allergic to physical items, and somebody is allergic to colors. So these are not indicates that our body is disturbed. The orientation is to be set right, whether it is at a tissue level or fascia level or organ level. It all depends. The entire immunity system should be reverted back to normal. So we need to deal with the allergy problem from a multi-faceted angle, because in this we can't pinpoint one reason for the allergy. And the food allergy is also there. And all these allergies are cropping up because of the basic, we are not on the right path when we come to the angle of food, that means, let's say 70-80% of the human population is on the wrong food. It's not on the sattvic food. They are having irritating food. That means the animal-based foods or the spicy foods or the acid foods, all these things. And mind is also getting disturbed because the negative energies are cropping up. We are exposed to negative emotions through our mass media or the social media or whatever. We are exposed to the day-to-day life. So from both angles, losing immunity and then facing the challenges of the radiation aspects, what we get from the outside through our gadgets and then YouTubes or whatever blue light. So these are all reasons which we can't explain. And the symptoms are, as we have seen, the lack of normal rhythms of sleep. We fail. We are not getting sleep at the right time. We don't have sound sleep and we don't have hunger at the right time because we go for eating food based on seeing the time and the situations. Not that when we are hungry, we don't go for food. Whether we are hungry or not, we keep eating. That is also our experience. So if we are with the middle path, what great Buddha taught us, if we are the middle path, when we are dealing with our lifestyle, when dealing with the body as well as mind, then the allergy problems will get solved automatically because the body immune system is ready to help us. Body, the fascia system is ready to operate and then totally engulf us from within. So these are the things where. So energy is a complicated.
Thank you so much, sir. Wonderful.
I have a couple of questions. One is that you mentioned about the various stages, alpha, beta, theta, gamma and all. Is there any chance of our knowing in which state we are in?
We always have the technology, but not readily available to us. Because common man point of view, if mind is calm, that means we are in not beta state, but alpha state.
Okay.
More and more, you come out of that beta state because gamma state is extreme. That means people who are highly excited and then highly emotional, who are having severe anger or this, they are in that state. But if you are in the normal resting mode, that means you are nearing to the alpha state. And as you start meditating, you will definitely come down to theta. No doubt about it. That's how we can. And then from theta to delta, it is an ongoing process. It happens as it goes up. The intensity and then our.
I understand. I understand the last one. Delta is too difficult for common man. That I understand.
You know that Bosnian pyramids. Recently, maybe a decade back, it was discovered. To the world and even the Bosnian pyramids. So there are tunnels below the pyramids and there are ceramic stones and then they are the places of natural healing. So many people, their doctors are sending patients after treatment, that means operation or whatever it is, whatever problem, whether it is a heart problem or a psychic problem or menacing. And when they go to that Bosnian pyramids and then go into the tunnels and then sit there for maybe a few minutes or a few days, 1 or 2 days, the scientists and then the people who are outside, they are helping them to measure their basic things like blood pressure, and then birth rate, and then all these things, beta or whatever.
Which stage?
EEG, and all these ARA. All these measures they are taking before going and then after coming from the tunnel, they are re-recording and then they are finding that there is a lot of improvement which they cannot get outside in maybe a matter of years. So that we have published in our magazine, Spiritual Science. So where the people are giving their not only experience and the data is also scientific data is supporting that what is happening when we get you healed up. Because that Bosnian pyramids or microphone, we don't know for what purpose. They are dated 30,000 years old. Whereas the Egyptian pyramid is only less than 10,000 years. So we're 30,000 years back technology, which they found into hills, and then they excavated, and then they see the ravines, that means tunnels, where there's ceramic energy emitting things. You can see ops energy floating in the air. You can take pictures also. So this they are healing. So the lack of immunity causes the allergy like that. We get the cosmic energy when we go to such places of existing pyramids. Even in our country, we have n number of pyramids. We know and all. Each and every pyramid has got its own. Even having a pyramid cap and remain issue will help us to get the energy and charge. So the negativity will keeps on getting exhausted, eliminated. So more and more cosmic energy comes, the immunity levels goes up, and then the allergy problems and all whatever unknown problems, they will diminish. They will be. And there won't be unnatural deaths. So there will be natural life process will go on.
Yeah, just one small question, sir. If I meditate just before sleeping, otherwise I am getting good sleep during night, whether it be 4 hours or 5 hours or 6 hours, no problem at all. If I meditate just before going to sleep, I'm not getting sleep immediately.
It's a natural process, and you should keep continuing, because the more you empty your mind, you go to that theta stage. That is important. Whether you go to sleep or no sleep, be mindful and then be watchful. Awareness, most important. Be aware of what is happening. Nothing is disturbing you. You are not getting sleep, that's all. There's no emotions, no thoughts are coming. So after doing meditation, going to sleep, nothing is disturbing you. But your mind is distracting again, starts distracting you. It continuously keeps on distracting. So we have to do more and more intensive meditation. Take help of gadgets, listen to the music, and then more and more have a music and then go to sleep. When music is on, automatically after some time it gets switched off. That is a different issue. But you have to cure the mind. You have to tame the mind. So whatever means, and then pyramid energy is also a great source in our mind.
Yeah, I use pyramid hats while meditating, and that's very useful.
Maybe go to nature and do more meditation. That will help. Go to a waterfall, seashore, or beach. So the environment where you are very comfortable, that's a place where you get more energy. So you get more energy, then in your normal, you will immediately get to sleep. And just like somebody is playing a lullaby. But mainly, body talk is not body language. We are not at all talking about body language. By an actor, he exhibits his emotions through body language. We are not dealing with that. Here, the body talk is only a subtle way of communication, what we are getting from the body. From the body means it may be an organ, it may be a tissue, it may be fascia, it may be something, maybe brain, or left half the brain, or right half, whatever it is. So our body systems are trying to communicate to us, including digestive system or excretory system, whatever it is. So beginning with the body is a wonderful technology which we have to teach to our students, youngsters, whether boys or girls. So they should deal in the early stage, so that in future, when they have to deal with their mind also simultaneously. When they are young, naturally they can handle the soft issues very easily. But hard part of it, because the parents are insisting to eat the junk food and then trust upon the cold drinks and the acid food, unknowingly, they don't know that the garlic and all the spicy food, they keep on thirsting on them. And untimely, more important, they keep on reading, there are no rhythms, and then body has got some rhythms. It has got biological clock. And then that aspect we should also take into consideration. Our body clock should not get disturbed. So the entire system goes around the body clock. If you listen to the body, if the symptoms are taken, the body clock is properly understood and listened, then the body clock comes to perfection. when body is right on its orbit, then naturally you get timely sleep, right time, and you get hunger at right time, you get thirst at that time, and then you have more time to do wonderful things, creative things. Your mind will be totally liberated. That means you will be there, you will be transcendent position. You will best
Correct.
with
Correct.
emotions. You live with not instincts and then emotions. You have to live with intuitions. So for that, we have to create ground. So that creation of ground is possible only when we listen to the body language and the body talk, and then subside the mind through meditation, means attend to the distractions of the mind.
Can regular meditation will help us compensate the vitamin deficiencies in our body?
Proteins, vitamins, these are all natural substances which are available in the natural form. So if we take proper food, organic food, fresh fruits and vegetables, you get right from the source. That is right on fresh vitamins and also fresh proteins and then fresh enzymes and all those. So the body has got ability to utilize the material when it comes in a natural form. But when we provide them synthetically in a encapsulated form in the form of medicines, whether it is allopathy or whatever system. So artificially, whatever we try to ingest, it will try to throw away. Because just like when we are operated, if kidney is operated, and what doctors will do, they will make our body immunity system to zero. That means they keep on giving us cortisol and hormones, and they make the body to zero immunity, means ground level zero. So in that situation, even the smallest infection of any organ, any system, from the outside or from within, it will make the body collapse. So that means the body has got wonderful abilities to deal with nature. Whereas mind, if it is tuned properly, and then if it is, so make the mind empty, that means make the mind zero, then no mind at all. In the no mind state, yes, you can create anything you want. That's what Dr. Joe Dispenza, he proved it. When his spine got broke 6 pieces, then he could deal with the thing, not with the physical body, by food or any outside dealing with the physical level, but with no mind state, he is able to create new systems, new backbone stretch without putting the rods or anything. He could deal with the serious injury within a matter of 6 months. He totally healed. It's not just vitamin. You can create another organ also. You can create anything. That right half of the brain is a wonder, is a creation. Right half is nothing but creation. Left brain is only a calculated, analytical, synthetic, or the up-to-date worldly mind. But right brain, if you are able to tap, that means doing meditation and then creating more and more intuition, it can do wonders. It can do anything, not only just vitamins.
Absolutely. Joe Dispenza's books are really wonderful. And you rightly said it's beyond just the... Yes, correct.
Right brain can tell or do. The science has no answers to that.
When some triggers happen, like something is triggering you, an event, like you get angry, or it could be any past trauma that just gets triggered, irrelevant of sometimes you don't know why these triggers happen, especially in the relationships where it really tests your state of mind and so on. How do you control, and it directly reflects in the body. So how do you sort of help your body to understand that these triggers are not, there's nothing dangerous, or, it's just, you can let it go.
I think what we're telling is, we're asking is that we get into different negative emotions, negative thoughts often, which will affect our body system, different organs. So the stress or the worry or our mental condition or the anger or any other. So to subside all these things, actually it is not controlling or even subsiding. It is just to deal with them. We would have to do all the three basic things what our Pramod Patriji has taught us right from the beginning. That means we have to do meditation, means make mind calm, more and more intensive meditation, and more the meditation in the outside, full moon, new moon, all the occasions we have to use. And then added to that, we should listen to the music more time, and then soft music, not the harsh music, what then we come across. So they all distract us. And not only that, reading the right spiritual books that will calm the mind at a deep level. And then means you get more and more information to remain calm. That means they are setting right our mental system, because the more you read great masters, that means you are reading not their mind, but their soul, their spirit. Their soul is spirit speaking to us, their spirit is speaking to us. So they are giving us intuition, they are giving us it's to get over this small problem. So Swajaya is a miracle cure besides meditation. And besides these two, you also should interact with the right people. Most important. And you have to deal with, because in the past society, we often come across negative people. We should try to manage with them, and try to avoid them if possible to a great extent. So more you are away from the negative places or negative people or the negative situations, then your mind will be coming calm much faster way, because it is nothing but bouncing back. That means you will come back to your normal alpha state. We should always remain in our alpha state. That's what you are asking. To remain in that state more and more time, we have to do all the three things, madam. Not just meditation, but we need more information, more spiritual books. Because anything cannot be, all the religion books, they are very good. But then to remain calm, and then you have to be with Swajaya. And more often you try to participate in the nature, means go with the nature, go to the nature. We remain in the nature for more fresh air, not only fresh air, fresh environment, fresh energy, because there you get energy. More important is we are losing energy in the modern life, that means in the competitive life. Every minute we are draining our energy, knowingly or unknowingly. Even the radiations, what we are getting all around our house. So we can't escape of them, but we have to make ourselves stronger and stronger through the means of meditation, Swajaya, and Sajjan Sangatya. These are the primary things. Then all things become trivial or small issues. We will get over them very easily.
Thank you so much, sir. We really wish we have another session to take up the question answer sessions alone, because I still have a few more questions.
Great spiritual scientists, so all my friends and all my masters, I again sincerely thank for giving me this opportunity. IFSS is a great platform for exchanging this information and then learning more and more. This need of the hour, I feel that because science is progressing at a very fast speed, but we have to catch up with the spirituality. We are on the path, but we have to enroll more and more people. We should make use of the technology what we have, including the pyramid technology, pyramid energies. We should avail all the situations, going to the masters, and rather we may not physically go, but the sort of Zoom sessions will help us in a great way to understand the master's wisdom more and more. Thank you very much.
Correct. Thank you so very much, sir. It was a great pleasure having you. And once again, with a great, heartfelt gratitude for taking out time and sharing your research and sharing your wisdom. We are really enlightened and really happy to have you here. So friends, with this, we are going to conclude this session from today, and we will keep you updated with the upcoming session. And until then, have a wonderful evening and have a nice day in the other part of the world, the US and Canada region. Thank you all, friends, and thank you once again, sir. It was great speaking to you.
Body and mind.
Yes. All right. Bye-bye. Have a nice time. Thank you.